Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and it is wonderful to have you here with me this afternoon. If you would like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all of my social media and my email newsletter. If you're new here, go ahead and click the live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any request for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests, and then we'll transition into a lovely Reiki session that I will send to you wherever you are and whenever you're enjoying this video. Just a note that today is the 27th of December 2023. It's a Wednesday, and this is the final Wednesday that I have a Reiki class that I'm teaching beginning at 5:30, so we have to transition into the Reiki by at the latest 5 o'clock. So I'll get to as many of your requests as I possibly can before then. Starting next week, that class will not begin until 6, so things will be a little bit easier. But yeah, I will get to as many of everyone's requests as I possibly can. Next streams are Fridays at 4 and 8 p.m., Sundays at 8 p.m., Tuesdays at 8 p.m., and of course, as you're watching right now, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. So you can go ahead and set your clock to that. That's East Coast US time, by the way, or EST. So let's go ahead and let's say hi to everyone. Let's build that grid and let's get into the Reiki. Awesome. So as per usual, we have our mirror, which helps to reflect any not so great energy. And the copper helps to break up any blockages, get things flowing optimally. And yeah, the spiral is sacred to healers going back to antiquity. So yeah, let's go ahead and say hello to everybody. Okay, cool. Good stuff. So we've got Chris, Lila Ray, Joanna, Flower, and Little Tree. I hope everyone is doing well today. Flower, I hope you're feeling better. And let's see what our requests are. Oh, I love that list from Chris. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So let's go ahead and start pulling some of Chris's requests. And yes, Hattie and Gertie say hello too. They're currently hanging out in the living room. Awesome. Oh, and Ava is still coughing. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so let's get into that. So, leopard skin jasper, emerald. So, Ava is your dog, and she's been having some coughing. She's been to the vet. She's on antibiotics, as I recall from yesterday. Leopard skin jasper can also help with support for any kind of animal healing, as well as bonding with our animal companions and connecting with our animal guides and guardians. It's helpful too for attracting soulmate love and for coordination, balance, and anything impacting the skin. So that is leopard skin jasper. There we go. And emerald is helpful for upper respiratory, lungs, throat, sinuses, all of the above, all the upper respiratory system. So this will definitely be helpful. It's also wonderful for healing skin and tissue and for restoring confidence about your appearance, especially things that might be kind of a sore spot or a tender spot to you. Wonderful too for kind of reinvigorating our passions in life, getting us excited for the things in life that matter. If you feel like you're in a rut, emerald can be pretty helpful. Okay. Hey Renee, I hope you're doing well. Okay. And let's see what else we can get for you. So feel free to make any requests, anyone. Go ahead and let me know what I can do to help. Let's do some rose quartz, carnelian, moonstone. So rose quartz is excellent when it comes to emotional fulfillment and anytime that you feel emotionally depleted. It's one that can also help bolster your emotional well-being if you're shifting into better types of relationships or resetting your relationship to self-love and self-worth. This can be really helpful. So we will bring in some rose quartz. Moonstone is helpful for connecting with the cycles and rhythms and patterns in nature, particularly, no surprise, the lunar cycles. But it can also help with connection to the divine feminine, ancient wisdom, particularly if it's around healing and well-being or spirituality. It's very protective of women and of travelers, and it's also really helpful for intuition as well as releasing things that no longer serve. It also helps with manifesting soulmate relationships as well. So we will bring that in. That's moonstone. Moonstone can look a lot of different ways. Reason being, moonstone and labradorite are both pretty closely related, actually. So you may see there's a lot of similarities between different types of moonstone, different types of labradorite, particularly rainbow moonstone and white labradorite. They're two names for the same stone. Carnelian is yet another stone of soulmate relationships and attracting love. This is superb for anything impacting the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra, the orange chakra, which relates to relationships, sexuality, sensuality, creativity. So this is all about fertility, sexual health, as well as fertility and helping to with reinvigorating passions in life, breaking down apathy, helpful too for connecting with your creative side. So we'll bring this in, and we're getting a visit, a feline visit. It's a visit from Hattie. Good girl. Yeah. Awesome. You get cozy. Go ahead, get cozy. Go ahead. There you go. So yeah, so that is carnelian, beautiful orange color. Okay. Put that right on top of the moonstone. And some lapis. This can be really helpful for integrity, follow through, owning your commitments and personal responsibility. I've got cat hair all over my face now. Sorry about that. Also really helpful for opportunities in career advancement, as well as open, honest, deep communication, helpful too for pain and inflammation. And also if you have any intentions around getting organized and breaking habits around disorganization, lapis can be really helpful for that. So there is lapis. Oh, she put her paw in my hand. That's so cute. Unfortunately, I will have to take it back though. Oh, and you gave me kitten kisses. You do, good girl. You know that Reiki's coming. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Awesome. Jennifer Vatsa, welcome in. Oh, good calls, Joanna. I will absolutely bring those in. Gotcha, MC. Will absolutely support that. Ah, good. Oh, and Renee and Little Tree have some good ones too. I'm going to keep bringing in Chris's requests along with everyone else's too, because some of them are helpful for everybody. Let's definitely do some howlite for Little Tree. Oops, sorry about that. Flower, you're really fatigued. Sorry. Oh, gotcha. Hattie is also here. She's sitting just in front. Everybody's cuddled in this room. So rutilated quartz is a stone that can help with recovering your physical strength and vitality after having been ill or gone through medical treatments or just having been really busy. So this is rutilated quartz. This is also helpful for focusing healing exactly where the body needs it and for bringing a lot of mental focus into the picture. So that is rutilated quartz. So let's bring that in. I know Chris really likes that stone too, but I think that that will help flower. Howlite is helpful for joint pain and healthy bones. So whether you've got an acute injury to a bone or joint, or you've got chronic pain, or just sort of an inflammation that's going on, no matter the case, this is really helpful. This is also one I personally use. I have issues with bone density. I take supplements for that. I do weight-bearing exercises, and I hang out with Howlite and do lots of Reiki. But yeah, great for joints and bones. On the emotional level, this is a stone that's really helpful when it comes to anger, resentment, and frustration. So there we go. That is Howlite. And good call for Bumblebee Jasper too. Absolutely, Renee. Yeah, sometimes when you walk in the crystal store and you see the crystal and it's just like screaming out at you and it looks like the most beautiful thing, a lot of times that's another way intuition is speaking. Bumblebee Jasper will also be helpful to flower too. This is one that brings in a lot of physical energy and strength. It also brings in a lot of mental clarity and focus, helps with motivation and positivity and confidence as well. And it's wonderful for if you're, I know it's the week between Christmas and New Year, so famously not very much gets done. But if you do need to like focus on a task and like get everybody motivated to do it, even if that everybody is just you, Bumblebee Jasper can help. Just be careful with it. It does have quite a bit of sulfur and arsenic in it, so careful with that. Awesome. Okay, good stuff. And let's also do some existential dread, seasonal depression, fighting off cold money influx. Absolutely. Jet Sapphire Ruby. Jet Sapphire and Ruby for Joanna. Okay, so let's do for MC, helping with a breakup, that's Rhodonite and Pink Kunzite. So let's go ahead and bring in Rhodonite and Rhodochrosite. They look so similar, but they work in some ways really complementary and in some ways quite different. So let's bring in a little bit of both. So Rhodochrosite was requested by Chris. This is one that helps with maternal issues, mother-related type stuff. It also helps with newborn babies and new mom bonding. And it's wonderful too for the heart and circulation, as well as intuitive aspects. Definitely things like clairvoyance, telepathy, shamanic journeying. Wonderful too for asthma and stress headache. So we will bring this in. Rhodonite is very helpful for healing a broken heart. This is wonderful for like healing a broken heart so that you can open your heart to love again. Rhodochrosite is pink and white and quite light in color, whereas Rhodonite is pink and black and usually a little bit darker. This is also helpful for asthma, anything autoimmune, as well as allergies, and it can really help with things like insecurities, as well as healing the the pain that may be left over from emotional abuse. But when it comes to breakups and divorce, rhodonite is one that often gets suggested, but it is helpful for grief as well. If you have a broken heart from grief, this can be a helpful stone. And the light is just resetting itself randomly. Let's see, so that's rhodonite. Pink kunzite is a great complement to rhodonite and is really helpful for breakups too. This is another one that helps with compassion on a larger scale. Whenever I hold this, I feel close to the Kuan Yin, but when it comes to breakups and ends of relationships, this helps with healing the heart and definitely opening your heart up again later. It helps with finding love that is timely and also helps with nerve pain as well as some amount of allergies, especially like chemical sensitivities, things that might make the skin just sort of itch. Helpful for hormone balance too, as well as with new babies that have trouble sleeping and mother-baby bonding as well. This can be helpful. So definitely a good one for relationship stuff as well as love. And as far as attracting love, we've got the big players for that. We've got leopard skin jasper, carnelian, and moonstone are all excellent for attracting love. Let's bring in some jet. Jet is exceptionally helpful for grief, especially really acute grief or grief that feels very acute, like you lost someone a long time ago, but it feels like you just lost them again. And that happens from time to time. Grief is not like a straightforward healing. It peaks and valleys for sure. This is one too that can help with loss of really close people and loss of folks that were very surprising or very long, a long procedured kind of thing, like a long illness or something along those lines. Helpful too with protection, like it's thought of protection against the evil eye and paranormal type factors, but it's also really helpful for hospice type situations and coming to terms with hospice type situations. So that is jet. Ruby helps with the courage to be yourself. And it also supports leadership and management type skills. Wonderful too for fibromyalgia pain, love, and fertility. And I've been doing some more research on ruby. This is one that can also help with releasing fear. It can help with bringing nightmares to cease, as well as helping with making decisions and financial stability. So that is ruby. Ruby is so pretty, that like magenta kind of color. And sapphire is great for channeling, mediumship, intuition on a big scale for sure. This is one that if you do readings for other people, this can help you to think of the best words to convey your experiences so that your query gets the most relatable answer. It's also helpful for the eyes, the ears, and the thyroid, and it's thought to support folks with dementia as well as those who care for them and who love them. Wonderful too for just connecting with your angels. It's an excellent and very potent angelic stone. If you do use it for things like telepathy, definitely have a good grounding exercise afterwards. Awesome. So that is sapphire. Hey, Catherine, welcome in. Oh, asthma and get the mucus out of your lungs, stupid flu. Definitely we have emerald, which will help, and rhodonite, which will help. And for you, I'm going to bring in also green kyanite. This will also help Eva. Green kyanite is excellent for the throat, chest, heart, and lungs, like all of the kind of cloggy, cold types of things that can happen. So sounds like it's right up your alley for that. It's also really helpful for balancing our spiritual and regular, everyday, mundane life, and helpful for connecting with plants, connecting with nature, and gaining wisdom through our intuition. So that is green kyanite. So I hope that helps. Okay. Awesome. the one that helps with chemical sensitivities. The pink kunzite can help with chemical sensitivities and like things that just are like mild allergies and sensitivities, things that make the skin itch. It's thought to help with that. But rhodonite also helps with allergies in general. You're welcome, Chris. Okay, cool. Let's do some garnet, some herkimer, moss, celestite tree. Blue kyanite. So blue kyanite is really helpful for self-acceptance, like self-acceptance that is full and total, and like not, well, I accept myself, accept it, full and total self-acceptance, loving yourself exactly as you are. It also helps with making healthy changes in your life and helps to harmonize really immature, spiteful, petty types of behavior. Wonderful too for understanding our spiritual guidance and our intuition, and it's thought really helpful for certain types of neurological care. So that is blue kyanite. Yeah, if you're having trouble understanding the meanings of dreams or card readings or however you get your intuitive messages, blue kyanite's one to reach for sure. Garnet was requested by Chris. This helps with quite a few things, especially things like courage, practicality, groundedness, and definitely strength of character, especially when everything seems to be changing. But this is one that helps you to find new and better ways to get things done that are more respectful of your time and of your energy so that you can get the most done in the most efficient way. It's also really helpful for organization. So again, if you have any intentions around that, definitely include some garnet. I love using garnet alongside ruby oftentimes because they complement so well. Tree agate is considered sacred in Ayurveda, and that's the sister science of yoga. You may be familiar with the chakras. The nadis are like a much smaller places, much smaller like connectors that bring energy throughout the body, helping to support all of the body's functions as well as the functions of the mind and the spirit. This is thought to harmonize that flow and bring things into balance as much as possible, regardless of the nature of the imbalance or what's needed to bring it into harmony. So this is great for healing on all levels, for physical well-being, body, mind, and spirit healing. Hey, JS, I hope you're doing well. Let's also do some Herkimer diamond. This helps with manifesting. And it's also helpful for feeling connected to spirit, for intuition, as well as relaxation and being in the present moment. And this is a great week to be in the present moment and trying to just sort of relax, coming back into balance into yourself. This is also a helpful stone for balancing really imbalanced energies, anything that feels really discordant. This can help kind of chill things out, bring them back into harmony. Wonderful too for metabolism. So we will bring this in. And Herkimer diamond is a type of clear quartz that has formed under the Earth's surface in the Herkimer, New York region. There we go. So that's Herkimer. Celestite is very angelic. This helps with not only connecting to your angels, but also discernment. If you're having a hard time sussing out if like a feeling is an intuition or an insight or your logic chiming in, or if it's an old fear or whatever it might be, Celestite can be really, really helpful. It's also helpful for our relationship to our physical body and how we connect. So being that it's a very high vibrational stone, it may change our experience of pain. So that is Celestite. Moss agate is wonderful for physical healing as well as spirit and emotions. But when it comes to the physical body, whether it's a virus, whether it's bacteria, whether it's fungal overgrowth, this is thought to help the body gain the upper hand. It's highly regarded in Chinese medicine for doing so. It's also helpful for connecting to nature and helping to release fears of the unknown. Great too for inner child work as well as connection to the higher self. And it's wonderful for connection to unconditional love and just feeling connected to spirit. So that is moss agate. There we go. Fantastic. I hope you feel better, flower. I really do. Let's see, money influx and stuff. Let's do some citrine, some cinnabar for Jen. Seasonal effective. I would say definitely fear of the unknown can help with existential dread. That's in moss agate, but I'm thinking of a couple others too. One I want to bring in for seasonal effective support is zoisite. This might help too to some extent. So zoisite is helpful for releasing negativity, but also feeling more connected with nature. That can really help with the seasonal effective stuff. It's also great for chipping away at bigger tasks. It helps with trying to redirect yourself when you're dealing with procrastination, or if you're looking at your list of things to do and it feels insurmountable, to help you to see it as like a list of smaller tasks that can be more easily broken up, and to actually start to chip away at that. Helps too with just in general releasing obstacles. So this might be helpful. So that is zoisite. There's also citrine, which helps to bring in financial abundance, financial gain, helps with good financial decision making, and it's also really helpful for addictions, compulsions, nausea, fibromyalgia pain, and balancing that logic with intuition in a way that can help you to make good decisions and kind of move throughout the day with a little bit more balance. It's especially helpful for those who are very intuitive or very logical, almost like weighted in one way or the other. It helps to bring a lot of balance there. Cinnabar is really helpful for manifesting customers to a business. This is cinnabar. You may see it sold as Cinnabrite. Just the little red dots in there are actual cinnabar, because cinnabar is mercury, so it's very toxic. This has been used for thousands of years for various different things, but it's also been thought of as a stone that helps attract customers to a business. So I hope that this helps to bring some financial support there too. And fighting off a cold, let's see, immune support. Mookaite is thought to give a little bit of a boost to the immune system, although I think moss agate's really going to be helpful for you. But mookaite is great for lots of things. So this is one that helps with accepting change as well as making decisions. That in and of itself can be a little supportive when we feel like the existential dread, and it's almost like deer in the headlights moments. This also, like I said, thought to help with the immune system as well as digestion and any kind of bladder pain. Also helpful with the earth connection, so it can really support you in regards to the seasonal depression. Wonderful too for the thyroid, circulation, and just motivation in general. So that is Mookaite. Mookaite also goes by Australia jasper. So here you go. There we go. So that is Mookaite. So I hope that that helps, Jen. And let's see what else we got here. Gotcha. Seeing more of the world and of yourself, and finding your own apartment ASAP, and creativity. Gotcha. More of the world and yourself. Let's bring in some aventurine. Some picture jasper. Some azurite. And tourmalinated quartz. So azurite is one that can be really helpful with creativity, but also insight, intuition, and awakening the spiritual self. So it can help you really connect with your spiritual side. This is also really helpful for relieving worry and breaking through indecision. So if anybody's dealing with indecision, we've got 2 stones back to back for that. This also helps with connection to your spirit guides, as well as removal of obstacles and energy blockages. Helpful too for spinal alignment, and also helps with meditation and energy work, specifically with calming the mind to better appreciate the moment and be more connected and present. So that's azurite. Tourmalinated quartz is quartz with black tourmaline going through it, and black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy. Going through quartz, in this case green quartz, it actually is thought to help break up really old stuck energy, and that can be energy of trauma and pain, even things back to childhood or even before childhood that may be having an impact on you, so even potentially past life stuff. But it's also helpful for breaking up blockages in the body, like scar tissue and things like that. So think of it as something that breaks up emotional scar tissue as well as physical. It's also really helpful for finding new jobs, new revenue streams, and it's one that can help you to kind of break anything that's in your way, especially things like housing. There is a pretty strong connection to this stone with housing and finding a good place to live too. So we'll bring this in. This is also a stone of luck, considered to be a great stone of luck and winnings, and it's very protective during travel, particularly by car. And I see a Hattie coming up again. Yeah, you back? You didn't get enough of me the first time you had to come back. Yeah. Good job. Oh, the purrs. Yes. Picture jasper is also helpful for envisioning future potential, especially if you want to see the world or travel, whether it's moving far away or to a different culture or traveling. Either way. Oh, yes, you can play with some stones. This is picture jasper, also called desert jasper. But yeah, this helps us to envision future potential and kind of get out of the way of any limiting ideas, limiting emotional pain, things that are holding us back that we might not be aware of. Also helpful for smoking cessation, which I think would be really helpful for Chris. And yeah, in general, this is a good one for new adventures as well as new ventures. If you're looking to start a business, or if you're even just sort of like in the initial, like, not even business plan yet, but like loosely planning, coming up with ideas, picture jasper can be really helpful. Covered in cat hair again. And aventurine. So you want to be able to see more of yourself. This is a great stone for that. So aventurine helps with expanding your vision of yourself and your potential. It helps you to keep from playing small. It helps you to see a larger potential for yourself and start to move in that direction. Also helpful for heart rhythms, allergies, eye problems, and fertility. But anything that you feel like, oh, I could never do that, that's too hard. If anything that you're kind of selling yourself short on, this is one that can help give you the encouragement you need to dive in and say, hey, maybe I can do that. Okay, cool. So I hope that helps, JS. I really do. All the best, and keep us posted on finding a new space. Okay, cool. Let me keep on looking at your requests here. Awesome. Okay, cool. So let's also bring in some malachite. Blue apatite. Let's see, malachite, blue apatite, snowflake obsidian, labradorite, and iolite for sure. So malachite can be really helpful for a number of things, including and especially pain and inflammation. It's also helpful for things like depression and anxiety, as well as processing really difficult emotions without getting kind of stuck in that, oh my goodness, everything sucks kind of swirl that we can get into when we're processing really difficult emotions. So this will also be helpful for anyone like MC that's processing like a breakup, or even with Joanne with processing grief. Helpful too with letting go of the past and dealing with insomnia and gaining better sleep, as well as different phobias, particularly fear of flying. So that is malachite. Awesome. Labradorite helps with better sleep too, and it's also great for studying anything that involves putting a lot of attention to detail or finding small errors in a lot of data. Wonderful too for clairvoyance, that's our spiritual sight, enjoying travel, and also helps with workplace harmony and even customer disputes in general. So it can bring a lot of harmony, a lot of resolution given the context. Oop, let's move that out. So that is labradorite. Blue apatite is superb for anyone that's looking to change their relationship to food anytime soon or right now. And that's whether you're looking to, like, if you're motivated by the numbers on the scale, if you're motivated by just nutrient content or just the role that food plays in your life, whatever the case may be, this is a really helpful stone. It's also wonderful for strengthening your sort of energy field, your aura, so you're less likely to take on negative energy of others. Helpful too for learning about your soul's purpose and finding the courage to embrace it and enact it and act upon it. And helpful too for inner harmony and inner peace. So a really helpful stone in a lot of ways. And I know, like, January 1st, lots of people get all the promises to ourselves. We set all the goals. This is good for a lot of them in really healthy ways. So yeah, blue apatite. Iolite's another one that's thought to help with weight loss, but it's also really helpful when it comes to intuition and our spiritual sight, our ability to sense what's coming in the future and to get visual images and clairvoyance. So if you're doing any kind of shamanic journeying, if you get visual images in meditation or in dreams, iolite can be really helpful there. It's also good for money management and fever. So that is iolite. Snowflake obsidian helps with releasing guilt and bringing body, mind, and spirit into balance. It's helpful too for dealing with any kind of overstimulation, kind of grounding and feeling a little bit more calm and relaxed, as well as inner peace and serenity. Hope after any kind of loss, whether it's someone passing away or loss of a job, a business, anything like that. And helpful too for the auditory intuitions that we get. So I will bring this in. It's also really helpful for breaking habits. Let's see, let's put one here and one here. And let's bring this iolite here and this iolite here. Bring in a little bit of balance there. I also felt like fluorite is a good bet for today. Fluorite helps with relaxation and calm, and also dealing with any kind of really frenetic, chaotic kind of energy. If it feels like everything is just volatile and catch as catch can and things are all over the place, this is one that can allow you to feel centered within yourself, be kind of the eye of the storm, and find some respite despite everything that's out of your control. So that is fluorite. Awesome. Ooh, I dropped a fluorite. Hang on. Good stuff. So thank you, Chris. Sweet. Well, let's go ahead. We're pretty close to getting started. So let's do You're So Welcome, JS. Let's see, anything else that'll help with kind of the balancing here before we get into this session. Oh, by the way, someone asked for, Joanna, you had asked for the stone that was good with skin allergies. There's another stone that's good with like mild skin allergies and things like that. And that is blue lace agate. Blue lace agate not only helps with those skin allergies and those kind of chemical sensitivities, but it's also helpful for tension headache and sore throats, as well as expressing emotions that are really difficult to share. It can also help to, in a way, make more gentle the words that we use to share bad news or something that's going to be difficult for someone else to hear. And it's also good for arthritis and fractures. So that is blue lace agate. And Sam, welcome in. Let's see. Oh no, you have a hand injury with skin healing. Ooh. Endo, ear infections, dog healing, cutting cords. Gotcha. Let's bring in some red tiger eye. Let's bring in some pink tourmaline. We've got leopard skin jasper for dogs, and we've got moss agate, which will help with infections and stuff. Skin healing, we have emerald. I'll bring in some shungite too, because that'll help with the cord cutting as well. So let's do red tiger eye. This helps with cord cutting in a big way. So red tiger eye is very protective. It helps to protect us energetically and spiritually, as well as physically, from people who are bullies or would basically are just looking to cause some kind of chaos or harm in your life, as well as the spiritual equivalent, like malevolent spiritual work. Also helps with bringing in financial abundance in a hurry. Hey there, Lisa. Hope you're doing well. Lisa, I hope you and your family had a wonderful holiday. I hope everyone's doing well. Additionally, for both skin healing and kind of keeping your energy clear, shungite does both. So shungite helps with healing skin, all kinds of tissue. So it's great for an injury or surgery. Also really helpful for deep cleaning our energy field and helping to release stress, emotional pain, and energy blocks. Helpful too if you are sensitive to electromagnetic fields. So let's bring some in here. And pink tourmaline is really helpful with things like endometriosis. This is all the different gynecologic everything can be helped by this stone. Also wonderful for nerve pain, headaches, especially migraines. Wonderful too for mother and baby bonding and for muscle weakness and breaking down a negative self-image so you can start to take a fresh look at yourself and develop a better relationship with yourself. So that is pink tourmaline. So I hope that helps, Sam. You're so welcome, hon. Oh, mine was too. Thank you, Lisa. Catherine, what are the focus stones again? Totally need focus for one novel instead of going back and forth between two of them. Gotcha. So for focus, we have rutilated quartz and bumblebee jasper. They both really help with focusing the mind and also like motivation to get things done. Let's also see what else we have too. Oh, you're so welcome, Chris. Oh, absolutely. Could I do you a favor and add bumblebee jasper or pink kunzite for Patty and Key? I actually added both. So they're both in there. Let's add them some, I was thinking about adding some desert rose selenite for them, as well as some dragon's blood, which I think could help a couple of us here today. Good call. So I think another one that might help you with writing is sodalite. It's not specifically for focus, but it definitely helps with expression, communication, writing. It also helps with grounding impulses, and if that's kind of what's pulling you off focus, that could help. This is also a stone that helps things like homesickness, coming to terms with aging, menopause, and it's a lovely stone to deal with the issues that come with Mercury retrograde, like communication specifically. So that it's certainly not going to hurt with writing. Oh no, your mom has another infection? I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay. All right, so we've got anything else for focus? We have the focus stones. See if I think of anything else though. Bringing in some dragon's blood for Patty. This helps with grief and loss, so this will also help with Joanna. It helps with the strength and courage to change, patience with yourself, and also learning from our mistakes. Helpful too for the nervous and immune system, so this will help support Jen. And it's one of optimism, happiness, and wisdom as well. So that's dragon's blood. This one sometimes likes to run for it, so let's see if we can. You're still there. Desert rose selenite can be really helpful for property settlements and things like that. This could also be helpful for housing in general. It's also wonderful for the many steps towards larger goals and for redefining ourselves in the face of loss or significant change. Helpful too for stick-to-itiveness, especially if you're going through schooling or some kind of training. Wonderful for helping the body fight viruses, which it sounds like that's definitely on tap today. Helps with the clearing the skin, especially around things like acne and eczema. It's helpful for men's health and also for animal health. So we will bring this in, and there we go. So that is Desert Rose Selenite. And where shall we place this? Let's put this here. And so that's for Patty and Key as well. There we go. Hey, Alana, I hope you're doing well. Yes, happy full moon. So we have moss agate for your mom's infection. I'm so sorry to hear that, though. Also, Desert Rose Selenite might help that. Sight, everyone's heart and lungs. For sight, we have the good eye stones. We have aventurine and sapphire. Heart, lungs, arthritis. We've got those. Arthritis is malachite as well as howlite and blue lace agate. Heart, let's bring in aquamarine, because that'll help you as well as Patty and Key. This helps with the heart and circulation, movement of fluids in the body. Wonderful too for teeth, gums, and for forgiveness, as well as deflecting petty, low vibe kinds of behavior. Definitely a great anti-Karen stone, and helps to invade justice, like may justice prevail. So this could be really helpful for circulation. And with the heart more specifically, I want to bring in some unakite, which can also help Chris. And actually also help Sam. So unakite helps with quitting smoking, really all addiction, but especially quitting smoking. And it's also really helpful for fertility, labor, delivery, every aspect of a woman's life. Helpful for metabolism, heart circulation, and body fluids, is especially supporting the heart. And wonderful, I think I already said metabolism. So that is unakite. So that's unakite. And continued support for difficult problems with one of your jobs, turning attention back to focusing on balanced energy and lifestyle. So for job, we actually have ruby, garnet, and I hope it doesn't come to this, but tourmalinated quartz in case you need a new opportunity. Also, lapis will help with either or. So those are good. Let's also do healthy, balanced lifestyle. So let's do I would say general well-being on the physical body, definitely helped by tree agate. And I would generally bring in blue apatite for like healthy balance in life. what else do we have for that? Here we go. Maybe healthy eating, healthy sleep, balance, bringing focus back to self. I feel like zebra jasper is a good bet. And these were a beautiful gift from Chris. Oh, I must have woken Gertie. Okay, so this is zebra jasper. Yeah, you coming up too, Gertie? Zebra jasper is one that can help with like general stuff, like full body stuff, but it also helps with, I think it's just a good fit for you overall. This helps with releasing stress from overwhelm and standing up for yourself in the face of stress and overwhelm. It also can help you kind of reset those balances and refocus to the body. It helps to break through things like apathy. It's wonderful for bone disorders as well as muscle spasms. And it's also great for feeling like you're stuck in a rut. It's one that can kind of reorder things in your life. But yeah, it's especially good for just overwhelm and needing to bring back balance into the body. So that is zebra jasper. So thank you, Chris, for bringing these to us. So zebra jasper. And blue apatite's in there for healthy eating. Oh, Alana, thank you. I'm so glad that these are helpful for you and the highlight of your day. Thank you. Something for a kickstart on motivation and inspiration to get into a new creative project. Definitely apatite and bumblebee jasper for sure. Sacral creativity, solar plexus, Merkaba activation. Ooh. For sacral, we have carnelian, which is excellent for that. Solar plexus. Let's bring in a little bit more solar plexus support. So let's do... Also for starting on something new, like a new project, picture jasper is in there, which is excellent. This is Crazy Lace Agate, which I know Dell really likes. This helps with courage and balance. I think this can help Lisa too, but also helps with confidence and protection. It's good for skin, eyes, and speech too. But this helps the solar plexus as well as the heart. It brings in a lot of physical energy, which I think a lot of us are asking for today. And it helps to connect to energy of the past. So I'm going to bring that in. And creativity, also sodalite. Let's see if there's anything else. I think we have everybody's stuff covered. Oh, I'm glad. I'm so glad to hear that, Lisa. Awesome. Cool. So let's bring in, I think the last one, we'll bring in yellow calcite. Wonderful for the solar plexus, the center of self, personal identity, and free will. This also helps with self-confidence, creating and holding good, healthy boundaries, and prioritizing things around what you want, your desires, what you want to enjoy, and how you want to feel in life. Wonderful too for releasing any need for approval of others. Tons and tons of confidence and just happy energy. So I think we all could use a lot of that. So let's bring this in. And I think we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do the thing that I do when I explain what Reiki is and how it works. You all can go ahead into the chat and help lift the energy of the space that all of you are in by simply sharing anything that you are grateful for, anything at all. If you're watching this at home, if you're already comfy, you can go ahead and just think of those things that are the things that bring you the most gratitude. And then after that, we'll get into the healing. Thank you for inspiring this beautiful grid, everyone. I really appreciate it. So what is Reiki? Let's start there. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certifications, to schedule a one-on-one distance healing tarot reading, or to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all of my social media. And thank you so much for being here with me today. So Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term in the West for energy healing, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This particular technique of energy work was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan, during a time when you could not get away with teaching anything that could even be misunderstood as religious or religion adjacent. Big consequences if you did. So this particular method is deeply spiritual, yet completely secular. And I think that's why we love it so much in the West. So the concept of energy at the foundation of Usui's practice is really comes from Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, which still very much flavors their culture today. And the concept therein is that we are all interconnected, and that spirit, however you define it, supplies this beautiful life-sustaining energy that our body, mind, and spirit use all day long, all the time, to bring us into the greatest balance and resilience that we can experience moment to moment, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And essentially, I'll be taking that energy that's already a part of you and me and everyone and everything, and essentially direct more of it to you, allowing your body, mind, and spirit to do what they already do for you even better. So during this session, you may feel some physical sensations, some emotions may rise up or get released. Mentally, you may be able to find some clarity or sort through some things. You may also get some real clarity, some insight, some intuition, some inspiration, spiritually speaking. You may also have a really great healing nap, deeply encouraged. And the even more amazing thing about Reiki is that you don't have to do anything in order to receive it. Really just be open to it, and by being here, you already are. So I encourage you to sit up, lay down in any position that feels comfortable for you. Move around all you need. You don't have to even remain still. You can stretch, move, bend, do some yoga, journal, do some card readings for yourself, anything that feels right in this time. There's no wrong way to enjoy your Reiki session. But generally, if you don't know what else to do, find a nice cozy place, close your eyes, and just breathe. You don't have to focus on anything, and you don't have to keep your mind quiet. You can simply be. If at any point in time you feel like you want to go a little deeper into the session, or you feel like you got distracted, just go ahead and take a deep breath in and out, and it'll bring you right back in and allow you to kind of settle back into the vibe of everything. The session will last 25 minutes, during which time I'm going to turn the lights down. You'll notice the lights move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I'll turn the music up if you enjoy the music in the background. Definitely check out our musical creator. She's linked in the bottom of the description, so you can go ahead and check out her site and her YouTube if you feel so inclined, and enjoy it any day that you like. And I am here 5 times a week, same days, same times, every week. So definitely consider subscribing with your notifications on so that you get reminded when I go live. Additionally, you can go ahead and just enjoy this whenever you need it, because Reiki isn't limited to the constructs of, say, what I'm what I'm limited to. I can only be in one place at one time. Reiki can be everywhere all the time. So if ever you want a Reiki session and I'm not live, head over to the Past Healing Live Streams playlist, pick any past session that seems to resonate with you, and enjoy. You can even zip right ahead to the healing portion, and the healing will be there anytime you need it. So thank you so much for being a part of our session today. Thank you for inspiring this beautiful grid. I deeply appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful session. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath in and out, and at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, answer any questions, and thanks again so much for being here. So let's go ahead, take a closer look at that grid and get into the healing. Awesome. Let me turn on some lights. So we're going to be cutting the session a little bit short today just because I do have a Reiki class that starts at 5:30, but this is the last time that my Reiki class starts at 5:30 beginning in January. In the new year, all of my Wednesday classes start at 6 p.m. So it'll get a lot easier. So thank you again so much for being here. Enjoy your session, and I will see you all in almost 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Thank you so much for being here with me this afternoon. It's an honor and a privilege. Welcome in, Chappie. Unfortunately, we're winding down right now. However, I will be back on Friday at both 4 and 8 p.m., Sunday at 8 p.m., Tuesday at 8 p.m., and next Wednesday, same time, 4 p.m. All of that's East Coast, U.S. So if anyone has any questions or anything to share, go ahead and let me know. You're welcome, Lila Ray. But yeah, Chappie, we'd love to have you. We're a fun bunch. You're welcome, Little Tree and Chris and Catherine. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week as well. You're welcome, Flower. I hope you continue to feel better. You're welcome, Lisa. Lots of love to you, Renee and Joanna. And yeah, definitely if you could hit the like button on the way out, that's super appreciative. Oh yeah. You're very welcome, Chappie. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude for all of you so I can go ahead and teach my regular Reiki class. Thank you so much for your patience on the Wednesday streams with that. And starting next month, which is next year, which is next week, oh wild. Those classes start later, so we won't have to rush out of here at 5:30 next week. So that's kind of amazing. So I look forward to seeing all of you soon. Take care, and bye for now.